Hello, hello. I am super excited to share with you guys that on yesterday, my husband's 60th birthday, it was a full moon starting. And it carries on into today, which is today my birthday, my 57th birthday. And it is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So I am just really feeling this full moon energy, and I am super excited to start my full moon ceremony on tonight. And when people hear that, they get all spooked at ceremony. Fool, what's she doing? Basically, it's just about the cycles of the moon and setting your intention. It's like hitting the reset button. You get to hit the reset button every time the full moon comes, or every time there's a new moon that comes out. We are in tune with nature, and we are in tune with the energies that take place with the changing of the seasons and the changing of the lunar cycles. So if you didn't know, now you know. And I also wanted to share with you that it's just amazing how everything is just aligning, right? I receive a monthly box from Maddie Wheeler. She is the CEO and the owner of the Sage Ranch. And originally, Maddie lived in Des Moines, Iowa, and she and her family have relocated. But she started out, doing sage bundles for people when people were starting a spiritual journey, because her family cultivates and grows and cures sage in a gentle and humanitarian way. They're not doing this hastily and rushing things, and using fertilizers and GMO, like doing stuff unethically, right? So you have to take great care, especially if you're doing things for a spiritual practice and for a spiritual reason. You really want to know who you're getting these type of materials from, like even your crystals. You want to make sure that they're not being done with slave labor and human trafficking and child labor and stuff like that, and that they're done under duress and torture and cheap labor laws and all that stuff. You want to make sure that the cultivation of these things are done in love, and that they're done under the proper circumstances, where there is an abundance of these minerals, and that they're being mined properly, right? So I am very mindful about my spiritual journey and who I get the tools that I use along the way in my journey. So I said all that to say, Maddie Wheeler and her family, they grow this, and she decided, actually, she set an intention when her business started to grow, and she started doing business with other businesses, and they started buying bundles, and then she started offering crystals and then other things that support spiritual journey. And her intention was that she wanted to be able to come off of her job, and guess what? She did. They're building their home. I want to say it's New Mexico. But it's a beautiful home, and they're building it like by hand, and it's snowing, and they're just doing it in between the weather, and it's just beautiful to see it all unfold. But she was able to step away from her job and do what she loves full time. And this is the season for that. If you don't know, now you know. Anything that you set your mind to doing, this is the season for setting those type of intentions. So, as my husband and I are moving into our twilight years, and thinking about retirement. Well, he is for sure. Me, I'm just thinking about, okay, what's next? What do you want me to do, with my life? And I got some things cooking. I'm so excited about my journey. But again, Maddie Wheeler is part of that journey. So I wanted to share with you, she has a box that comes out every month, and it's a subscription box that I subscribe to, and it's called Smudging Around the World. And the January box, it's January 29th today. So I was so excited to get it, and I opened it, but I really didn't dive into it. I've been super busy with my work, my career, my industry. Right now we're in quarter end, year end taxes. That does not end really until like the first or second week in February. So I've been swamped with that, and I really didn't get to embrace or appreciate what I received from her in December or January. So, but I was led today to open the January box, and oh my goodness, since I'm going to do this moon ritual thing, it was perfect timing, especially since it's my birthday too. So guys, what I got in the box, I received green aventurine and pyrite. If you can see that, green aventurine and pyrite. All right. You know how they do. I'm not a professional. Don't ever expect editing or anything from me. Okay. I'm not going to say never, but at this point in time, what you see is what you get. All right. And this is the green aventurine. Okay. And the aventurine is known as the stone of opportunity. It has good luck properties and can help with breaking old habits. It promotes leadership, boosts creativity, calms irritation and anger. And who don't need that in such a time as we are living right now? I welcome green aventurine into my life, and green aventurine is absolutely going to be part of my full moon ritual on tonight. Thank you. Yes. All right, pyrite. Pyrite, just so you know, when I first started this journey, my daughter-in-law took me on my very first gym show. It was the Kansas City Gym Show. This is right like before the pandemic hit and all that. And I was just starting on this spiritual journey. I didn't know a darn thing about no crystals. Now, mind you, in my young life, I loved geology. I loved astronomy and looking at the stars and all that. And I've always identified with my zodiac sign. So it's just funny to me how all these things are falling out. But pyrite was the very first stone that I was attracted to at the gym show. It was the first thing that I purchased. And pyrite is known as fool's gold. It is a powerful stone to help attract abundance, luck, wealth, and it is connected to the sun. It has masculine energy. It boosts confidence, grounding, and helps with focus, and can also boost energy. So some other things that you might want to know about pyrite, it contributes to healing as far as reducing inflammation, joint pain, and it definitely has grounding properties. So I have a necklace that contains pyrite in it, and it has a copper chain. I love my pyrite necklace. So pyrite is definitely going to be on deck tonight for my full moon ritual. And then see my shirt. This wasn't planned. I just reached in my closet and grabbed something out, and it was this. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, the other thing that Madi included in her Smudging Around the World box for January is a blue sage, and it's infused with myrrh. This is blue sage. There's blue sage, there's white sage, there's eucalyptus, there's mugwort, there's dragon's blood. I'm learning so much, and they all have their different smells. Some are stronger than the other. And they all have their own, healing properties. And based on Madi's heritage, she's tapping into her heritage and she's learning from her elders about the practices and what the different bundles mean. And like I said, like the way it's bundled and the way it's put together is just done so right. And it smells so good. And you could just tell it's done with such loving care. So anyway, the blue sage, and it's infused with myrrh. Blue sage is known for welcoming prosperity, abundance, and health. This bundle has myrrh in the center to add more healing to your sage burning. So like clearing out old and dense energies, healing properties, getting rid of trauma, right? Just anything that you are wanting to clear out so that you can start anew. That is what this bundle is really, really going to be good for. So that will be on deck today. I also received prosperity anointing oil. If you notice, the word opportunity, prosperity, and abundance continues to come up. I am super excited about that. With it being January, with it being a full moon, with it being the dawning of the age of Aquarius, I am super excited about that because, I just intuitively chose this time to do it. And it's just all lining up. So I'm super excited to share with you later my intentions and the things that I am going to journal and write down and what I am planning to manifest because I believe everything is on track and lining up. So this is the oil. It's just in a little bottle, so cute. And basically you just apply a little bit of oil to your hands, and it's been anointed and blessed with, she has set intentions that she has sent to the person who will receive the oil, right? That where two or more are gathered together and touch and agree. So she has anointed it and of course receive the blessings. And then I receive it and I place it on my hands. And then, you know, you just, basically it's just about setting your intentions, just as if when you pray, you know, when we were in church, we use blessed oil or holy oil, holy water. There is no difference. Okay. So it says that the handcrafted anointing oil to help you increase your senses and your prosperity. Apply a drop on your hands as you meditate with your crystals. So that is what I plan to do. Also, let's see what Marty gave me. I got a bracelet. Can you see that? This bracelet is called, now I might butcher the name, Rudraksha beads. Symbolizes divine power and its connection with the physical world, and has the vibration of prosperity, fulfillment, and wealth. So, very pretty. And I think you can anoint these too. You can put oil on the little brown ones, kind of like a diffuser. All right. And then I received myrrh and myrrh incense cones. So you put the cones in here and you light them. And then I also received these India temple incense. And it says it smells just like the temples in India. This smells so good. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. And is there anything else over here? Okay, that's it for my smudging around the world. She also puts little mindful messages in the box. This one says expansive. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. So true. I am open to learning. I'm open to learning about crystals. I'm open to learning about smudging. Okay. I'm not closed-minded and demonizing everything. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Now, the other wonderful thing that I have purchased during the pandemic and what I plan on utilizing in 2021, this beautiful manuscripting journal was created by Samantha K. I'm not going to butcher her last name. If you are interested on this, you just tag me or hit me up in my DMs and I'll show you how you can get one of these. But it's called the Manuscripting Journal. It is absolutely beautiful, embossed with gold, very well done. It is sturdy. It is bound. It has tabs, life design, manuscripting, my wins. The pages are awesome. Understanding the manuscripting method. So you're going to learn how to use this journal. There are prompts for your affirmations for the day. Before you get started, there's like 10 questions you need to ask before you get into it. There's also, what I like about this, once again, is the alignment. The alignment is so uncanny. If I've ever done a reading for you, or you've been paying attention to the stories I've been sharing with you, just the artwork and the symbolism, it's just, there's a dream that I had back in the fall of last year, and I saw these stained glass painted windows with this symbolism, and some of the things that I've been coming in contact with are showing up with this symbolism. So it just lets me know that I am divinely guided. So I appreciate that. So yeah. So the cover is this. So with this beautiful journal, we also received a beautiful, it's got a crystal on top, and it says manuscripting journal on it, but this beautiful gold pen. And she also sent a sage bundle. And she also sent crystals. I think it's white clear quartz or white crystal quartz. She's a manifester as well. Next, I am going to be dealing with my Dear Universe book that I bought from Sarah Prout. I bought this book in when it first came out. I want to say it was about a year ago, almost a year to the day. Sarah Prout released this book. I was one of the first 200 people to buy this book. It is 200 mini meditations for instant manifestations. I belong to several of Sarah's groups. One of them is Abundance by Design. That just seems to be my theme this year. So I am going to actually start working in this book for my 200 mini manifestations. Basically, depending on how you're feeling or what you're thinking that day, you just pick a word, and whether it's positive or negative, it deals with your moods and your emotions, and it helps to guide you into a meditation that will help you through that emotion, like jealous, judged, humiliated, indifferent. Those are the negative ones. And then you have magical, motivated, inspired, hopeful, happy. All of that's in here. So I'm going to definitely be digging into my Dear Universe book. And then I came across 100 affirmations for Aquarius. They have it out there for your sign as well. This is my zodiac sign, my sun sign. I also found out that I am a lunar Leo and a Capricorn rising. Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, the thing is, even when I was younger, I knew that I identified with my sign, and I was very much so into astrology. Not so much like reading your horoscope every day and trying to say, oh, this is going to happen. It wasn't like that. It's just that when you study psychology and you study personalities and you understand the alignment of the planetary systems and your date of birth, the time of birth, where the moon, like that stuff really does matter. So yeah, I'm into this. And I'm okay with that now. Like, so much has been demonized. It's like you kind of get away from your true, authentic self and who you really are, and what people telling you who and what God is and all that. I have come to find out and come to learn on my own. And basically, I've just done a 360. So I'm right back to where I belong in my personal and intimate relationship with the Creator, as my book so wonderfully states. Speaking of that, ta-da! Okay, yeah. Heart condition, from religiosity to relationship with the Creator. All right, this book was written in 2010, but it's more relevant today probably than it was back then, especially with the lockdown, especially with social distancing, especially with a lot of, folks not really being able or feeling more comfortable about gathering to worship in the sanctuary at this time. So if you remove the building, if you remove the pomp and circumstance, if you remove the person from the pulpit reading the Bible to you, can you have a personal and intimate relationship with your Creator? So this is a great read. Walmart has actually picked up my book. It's available at Amazon. Westbow Press is my publisher, an affiliate of Thomas Nelson, or wherever books are sold. It's also available in digital format on Nook and Kindle. I just had to put that plug out there. And I'm working on 2 more books as we speak. Okay, one more thing. I am also working with another lady, another mentor, for some of the other gifts and talents that you will find out in the very near future. But I think that's about it. I will not keep you any longer, but I just wanted to share with you that I'm super excited for the times that we're living in. I know they're seemingly perilous times, but if the sun continues to rise and set for us, you hear the birds chirping, and, just wake up and be grateful and thankful to see another day, and we're going to get through this. So listen, it's a full moon. I think you have another day of the full moon. Hit the reset button, set some intentions, create some affirmations, get rid of limiting beliefs and stinking thinking, and start thinking about what you want to be and what you want to do. Because the person who thinks they can and the person who thinks they can't, they both are right. So I'll leave you with that. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your month in January, and let's launch into February with an attitude of gratitude. I will be starting the 28-day challenge again, the magic of gratitude, 28 days to manifestation. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.